What's going on, everybody? My name is Kai and welcome back to episode 3 of Dartford Diaries. Now this morning we didn't get here as early as we would have liked, and therefore we didn't get the swim we originally wanted. I actually intended on fishing the Comp Lake, an area of the lake that we'll talk about more in an upcoming video I've actually got planned, where I'm just going to go through the history of the lakes. It's a bit of a bigger project than these, so it is going to take longer to film, but hopefully that one is going to be a banger, so don't miss that. So as you would have seen by the start of the video, we have actually had a move. At the moment we've only got days, and when you are here for just a short day, it's no good just sitting on your hands when you're not confident, and I just couldn't help but notice this wind pumping back into the same swim I've been in the past 2 videos. Now I told myself I wanted to fish as many swims as possible to make it as interesting as possible, but when the weather's as good as it is and it's pushing into this swim, I just couldn't ignore it. So I have jumped back in the same swim as last time. By now we know that that left-hander is a banker, and if the fish are on it, there's a good chance I could get a bite. As you would have seen in the last episode, I did actually notice a lovely little spot down my right hand margin, so no messing about, I've gone straight on that spot, a little bit of bait over the top, and with that wind pushing into it, I think there's a good chance that could do me a bite today, and I'll update you soon. Just like it happened in the other video, Dad was sitting behind me having it off on the smaller lake again. I believe it is important to mention that the main lake isn't easy. In fact, lots of anglers struggle on there at times. And with the smaller lake behind you, literally a 360 degrees turn away, it can often be extremely tempting to give in and fish the other side. But stay confident, keep on keeping on, the rewards will catch up with you. Banker to the snag's gone. Don't look massive, but
even if it hurts me or I get scared, just come take this risk now. We'll be prepared. I run away. Reaching for the stars, traveling so far, like a dragonfly. Keep your secrets there, hide them everywhere. Just you and I run away.
Apologies if you can't hear me too well. As I'm sure you would have seen by now, the wind is absolutely hacking it into this bank. It's just nice to stay consistent whilst the weather's still not springy. Over the moon with this one. Get a bit of carp care on the mouth and we'll slip her back. Happy days! Get in there! Well, whose idea was it not to bring a barra? I had a little bit of time spare one Sunday morning, so I thought I'd keep things fresh and jump on a different lake for a bit, just to try and stay motivated and keep things interesting. Now that's out of the way. There was only one lake I was going to fish, and that's simply because of how brilliant the margins are. It's so exciting. And with the footage coming up, I just want to talk a little bit about the activity of the fish. Now, as you'll be able to see, there was quite a lot of fish in this snag, but no matter what I'd done, they just wouldn't come out. And it was only when I introduced a little bit of boilie that they actually properly fed. And the more that fed, the more that joined the party. And at some stages, the swim was black. And as I keep saying, they just wouldn't come out of that snag. Now, you're probably wondering how this is relevant to Dartford at all. And it's because, well, if you think about it, these are the kind of experiences that affect all of our decisions in angling on all the lakes we fish, whether we know about it or not. You know, sometimes it is just subconscious. Granted, every lake's different, whether that's the size of the lake, the natural food content, the depth, you know, the list goes on, but in my opinion, well, a carp's a carp, innit? Like I said, that is just my opinion. In fact, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Anyway, one thing was for sure, I could not wait to get back to Dartford. Well, it's a couple of days since you last saw me at Sutton, and as I last mentioned, I just really wanted to get back down here. Today the conditions look absolutely perfect, and there was no other area I was going to fish other than that snag. Proving to be a real winner at the minute. This one being the biggest one of the season so far at 24 pounds. I'm absolutely buzzing. Proper hairy stuff, but I think we're starting to get the hang of playing them out of this snag now. It can be brutal fishing, but when you land them, it is ever so rewarding. I'm going to slip her back now, and hopefully it's the first of many today. As you could probably hear by the sound of water hitting the bivvy, it has started to rain now, so I've retreated back to shelter. I'm going to use this as a nice excuse to tie some more rigs and have a little chat with you about how the morning's gone so far. Now, we got to the lake around first light again, as usual. It's usually the best time to see them show, and we did see a few show, so a couple of zigs were dispatched in the rough area that they were showing in. Nothing happened with those. Go on the Baldwin's rod. Nothing happened with those, and that snag just looked golden again. It looked absolutely prime for another chance on there. So I did sit back quietly confident, just chilling out, minding my own business. And eventually that tip did bend round, and as you would have just seen, I played in that lovely 24 pounder. First mirror of the season actually on the main lake. So far they've all been commons, and I thought that was just down to the type of shoal that was shoaled up in the snag. I've had loads of situations on here before where you'd have a couple in a night or whatever, and every fish looks pretty similar, and I always just based it down to the group of fish I was fishing over. So hopefully that's a sign of things to come, and a nice big fat mirror's sitting in that snag with it. One that does go 40 pound actually. So another big bit of news in the carp fishing world, a bit of news that I'm sure hundreds of us have been waiting for a while now, is actually that night fishing's back on as of the 28th of March, which is music to my ears. To be honest, it's nothing really to do with the night fishing. I just miss waking up around the lake, watching the sunrise. There's just something special about it. Obviously it helps when one screams off in the background, but I just, you know, that would do me for now, just waking up around a lake. It's been a long time, and I can't wait to get back to that. I also can't wait to bring out the content. I haven't done any night filming or anything like that, so that's going to be a bit of a challenge. We're going to have to invest in some lights, but you don't care about that. All that you do need to know is there's going to be a lot more night fishing content coming out. But yeah, for now I'm just going to chill out, the rod's back out, a bit more bait. Going to reevaluate the zigs because nothing's happened on them so far, and tie up some rigs. If anything happens, you'll be the first to know about it.
Don't say you're on the run to the other side.
Well, we're coming to the end of the session now. We're going to start packing up. I thought I'd do a proper outro on the bank for once, rather than sitting indoors and doing one. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.